Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror! The Perverts Have Spoken, and my elbow smacking against my videos. Ha ha! Yes! Okay. Well, there we go. I just did like a gigantic line of coke before this. Just kidding, kids. Just kidding. Winners don't use drugs. At least that's what William Sessions says. Anyways, tonight, episode number 24. And coming off of yesterday's good start and disappointing ending of the Toolbox Murders, I thought, you know what, there's been a movie that's on Netflix that has been recommended to me a couple times by a few people, and the internet seems to have a pretty good buzz about it. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to give this a try and hopefully maybe brighten my mood a little bit, because that Toolbox ending, second half of that, really kind of depressing. Anyways, so I thought, why don't I check out the Babadook, or Babadoobadoop, whatever it is. The Babadook. So what is this movie about? Well, apparently it's about this mother and her child. Her child was born the same day that her husband was killed. I guess he was driving her to the hospital and something happened and half his head fell off, and that usually ends up in your death. So, yeah, so the kid is kind of strange, sees imaginary monsters and creates weaponry, rather ingenious weaponry. He really should look into becoming an engineer when he grows up, to defend himself and his mother against these weird monsters. Well, anyways, one night he wants the mom to read him a story, and there's this weird book called The Babadook. And so she starts reading, and it's kind of creepy, and she continues to read it because it's even more creepy, and the kid's freaking out, and she just continues to read it till the end, and the kid's crying in her lap, and it's horrible and terrible, and she decides to hide the book, but the kid starts to see the Babadook everywhere, and she's like, whatever, and then all of a sudden the book is appearing where she doesn't expect it to, so she tears it apart and throws it away, but then the book shows up again, all complete and with different words, and basically her doing horrible things because the Babadook possesses her. And that's what happens in the movies. The Babadook shows up and possesses her, and she does all these weird, evil things. And then we have the ending, which I'm not going to talk about except in a couple seconds. So spoilers here. Spoilers, people. Alright, 3, 2, 1. I'm spoiling it. Okay, they end up with a pet supernatural evil being, and they feed it worms. And otherwise, it's like a super happy ending. What could have been an awesome bleak thing. Okay, ending the spoilers. Okay, I'll probably put something there that says spoiler end or whatever. So there we have a movie that was super hyped up, and honestly, I can't think of anything more but a 2.5 out of 5. It's so mundane. I mean, maybe it's because it was a little bit too hyped for me, but I'm sitting there watching this, and I'm going, okay, it's a little creepy, it's a little freaky, but it's nothing special. I mean, it's fine, it's an okay movie, it's not like it's bad. I thought the acting was pretty good. The plot, well, simple, really, and I don't like how it ended, and so I guess that's not really a strong point, but I mean, it's well produced. It's not very violent, not very gory, but that kind of psychological type of movie, haunting type movie, doesn't always end up having lots of violence, even though Superstition did. So there's that, but it just felt basic. I mean, no, we're not talking about Paranormal Activity type of, you know, just nothing happens and then the end someone kills herself. Spoiler. It's been years, guys. Seriously. Plus, I saved you. You don't have to watch Paranormal Activity now, so You can thank me later. But this movie just, I don't know. It just didn't feel like I could see. I like the kind of creepy thing that the Babadook does, kind of in the middle of it, you know, and showing up places. But honestly, in the end, I just kind of went, oh, that happened. Okay. So I just don't know what it is. It's definitely, like, a lot of people are like almost like, oh man, It Follows sucks. Watch the Babadook instead. That's way better. No, it's not. The Babadook's not better than It Follows. I'm sorry. I mean, it just might be me, but it meanders a bit. I mean, it's definitely slow, especially in the beginning. And, you know, I thought maybe they were going to go and do something brilliant, like it was all going to be just in her head, and it's her messed up way of dealing with things because she couldn't cope with the fact that her husband's dead and all that's left is this child, and this child has problems and she just can't deal with it, and she misses her husband and kind of internalizes it and focuses it on him as if it was his fault because if she wasn't pregnant they would have gone out and then he would still be alive and stuff, and you know, Lily's like, you know, like one of the scenes where she goes, I was wishing all this time that it was you instead of him, you know, talking about the son being killed as opposed to the dad. But it just didn't do that. It was just, I don't know, maybe because I was hoping they were going to go that way, because I could see it starting to go like this is really just a damaged woman's nightmare, psychosis, psychotic break. But it wasn't. It was some creepy, strange thing that has a book. Where it came from, nobody knows. And now it lives in their... Oh, spoiler! And now it lives in their basement. Spoiler end. Okay, so... I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't know. It lost me. The movie lost me. And... I just know. Maybe I need to view it like 3 more times. Whatever. I don't know. It just... I'm sorry. It just didn't do it for me. Definitely disappointing. 2.5 out of 5. I mean, it's not a bad movie. But it's just... Pop. It's just average. It's just average. And, yeah. I mean... That's all I can say, really. The Babadook. Watch it on Netflix. I mean, you don't have to pay for it. I mean, honestly, I thought that it was going to be something better, and it wasn't. And maybe that's part of it. Maybe if I went into it not knowing anything, not hearing any hype or whatever, that I might have gotten it. But then again, maybe it's not quite the type of movie that I like. Well, I do like psychological stuff, but I don't know. It just didn't do it for me. But if you like it, man, that's great. Good for you. That's awesome. Just because I don't like this one doesn't mean anything against anyone who does like it. I mean, it's not a personal thing. It's just the movie for me just didn't do it. So that kind of sucks because I was hoping for something to rebound after the disappointing second half of Toolbox Murders. But there you go. The Babadook, 2.5 out of 5. Average movie, basically. But, yeah... There you go. They could have made that movie darker, too. I mean, well, they did some things with Shadow, but yeah, I guess. I'm trying to really work it through my head again, because I'm confused as to why there's, like, all this hype about it, and I just didn't quite get it, so. But there you go. There you go. Episode 24. That's right. That means there's only 1 week left. Only 1 week left. Sunday through Saturday. Until All Hallows Eve. Yes, and that's gonna be it, you know? Man, the home stretch. The finish line is within sight. And honestly, I probably need the rest, because I don't know. I think like some of the last couple of reviews, I don't know if I've brought it, and I think I've lost a little cohesion and some, You know, I think I've just kind of lost my mind in some of that stuff. But then, you know, that's what happens when you're spending most of your free time making videos or watching videos, making videos, and rendering videos and stuff like that. So anyways, until then, everyone, you guys stay scary, internet.